Hello everybody, welcome back. It's me. I'm here. Still suck at sumo. So yeah, let's see how this goes. let's do this. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Come on. Come on. Come on. How? Dude. I just went like 3 tries, eating it up. Really being terrible at wrestling. And now, then I just clap him. And I just clap him. I didn't look anything up. I just went and did it. And then it happened. This is nuts. This is nuts. Video games are wild. Ooh, I was thinking about this earlier and I was going to talk about it, but I forgot about it. Here's I won't call it a hot take, because I don't know how hot it may or may not be, right? I was like, oh, never mind, I gotta get the goat. Make sure the goat don't get out. Anyway, you can take it upon yourself to decide whether or not it's a hot take. But I do not think that, and this is just my personal opinion, I may be completely wrong, but I don't think Nintendo would be nearly as, not even half as successful as it is right now if they hadn't been if they had been at the same pace as everyone else. They kept dropping new ideas after new idea after new idea when other gaming companies were just other people were there was no quality control, right? Anybody who made a game that could work in the format that this particular system was, it would work on there. And that's how Nintendo systems were for a while. If you could make a game that worked like a Nintendo game, you could play it on your Nintendo systems. They had no quality control. And then they were like, you know what? Every game now that is playable on a Nintendo system has to be licensed by us. We have to have we have to control the quality of it. We have to make sure that this game is good. That's the first thing that set them ahead. Because then you get stuff like Mario and Zelda, the originals, all the stuff that Nintendo is known for. Those were all Nintendo-made games, and every other game on the NES was licensed by Nintendo. People had to play it and were like, yes, this fits our brand. This is what we want this to stand with Nintendo. We want people to think of Nintendo when they think of this. That's the first step. Then, they were just incredibly innovative. Everything, they started making new stuff left and right. Brand new ideas, stuff that was never seen before, fresh out of Nintendo. Had it not been, they were the first people to make, a good 3D game. A game that was 3D and worked. Actually, no, I think, the first 3D game ever, probably, I think. I'm pretty sure, was Mario 64. And it was, good. It was a classic. Oh, no, this part? Instant classic. 64 and, Ocarina of Time set Nintendo leagues ahead of everyone else. Nobody was ever going to catch up with Nintendo after they released those 2 games. Had it not been for those 2 and when they came out, Nintendo would be you could lump Nintendo together with any other console. After those, nah. And then they made motion controls with the Wii. Then they had the GameCube, which was, again, just bangers. And then they made the Wii with motion controls. That's it. Every time that Nintendo sort of like starts falling by the wayside a little bit, that they start like fading away, they drop an entirely new, fantastic gimmick that nobody else has done. They're like, okay, they're like the Wii comes out, things are doing good, Nintendo starts to stagnate again. What do? They drop the they start making DSs, right? I think. If my timing is right, I don't know, but like that's what like around when the DS came out. Like they just kept coming out with things. People started having to copy Nintendo, like started having to try and copy what Nintendo was doing so that they could keep up at all. PlayStation made the PS Vita, Xbox did nothing. Xbox sort of found a way to hold its own. Well, okay, mostly because it was under Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like Microsoft sort of put it in the winnings. Microsoft wasn't gonna be too hurt by like, oh, Xbox not selling that well. What the? Okay, why is Buttons doing this right now? Go! Out of here! Out of here! Over here. I almost got knocked off my horse. Yo, this stance is nuts. I just went silent for a second there. I was too focused. Yeah. Nintendo is where it is because of they're smart, you know. And they just dropped all the new ideas, which sounds really stupid now that I think about it. Like that's a silly opinion. Like obviously the one who thinks the most gets the creates the most is the one that succeeds, right? But like sincerely, like hats off to the developers of everything. It's also one thing is that like there's always been sort of like a dichotomy between Nintendo of Japan and like Nintendo of America. They've always sort of been at odds with each other just because like they have different goals for Nintendo. Like Nintendo of America tends to want more like serious Nintendo content, and Nintendo of Japan wants to stick with like the classic sort of like chibi games and all that, right? Oh, he's guiding me towards me. That's the guy who makes the Ghiblies. Bro, I'm really eating it up right now. Like, I'm getting hit a whole lot. Like, a whole bunch. This sucks, man. This sucks. Did I just jump the board? Come here! Okay, I beat him. Kind of, I guess. He's going to the bridge. Now it's time for the bridge fight. This bridge fight is very hard. I'm really bad at the bridge fight, actually. I like how it automatically becomes like Sunset. I forget how to win this. This is a very epic thing, you know? This is a very epic thing to be happening. Okay, I got him. That seems like to be the meta, right? It seems to be the most effective tactic available. Come over here. Wow. Remember how I was saying that was difficult? Really did think that was going to be hard. I've had so much trouble with that in the I've had so much trouble with that in the past. That's so wild. Alright. Yo. Imagine that being the thing you see when you wake up. Clunker. I was just thinking, this is a really long game. Like, this game is really long. Even by, like, Zelda standards, this is a really long game. Like, this is the only one that doesn't follow the, like, 3 dungeons Master Sword, 3 more dungeons, or whatever, you know, like, a couple more dungeons. If it's more than 3 more dungeons, like, short ones, and then final boss, right? That's sort of the formula for most Zelda games. But this one is, like, it's really long. 3 of them Master Sword, and then, like, 3 more, and then, like, 2 more in other places for, like, other reasons. It's very interesting. The Wind Waker is another game that's, like, sort of weirdly long. But the Wind Waker's only really long because of, like, there's an entire quest line where you have to go find the Triforce, which I do not find very enjoyable. That was not fun. I don't think I could do that without a walkthrough. Because, like, certain ones you need the charts for, certain ones you don't. And Tingle charges, like, 1,000 rupees per chart. Like, it sucks. That part is so hard. And, like, boat fishing, that's a thing I got good at, like, on my second playthrough. I was only good at because of, like, the second playthrough. The first time through, I sucked at like the boat fishing, like grabbing things with the hook off the side of a boat. That was so hard. Okay. Thank you. I'll take the horse for a second, just for going fast reasons. Keeper. I used to watch a lot more than I do now. But I really like comedy shows. I think comedy shows are really fun. Like, it's just like, okay, funny man, entertain me for an hour, and we'll see how funny you really are, you know. There's some people that I think are really good comedians. Like, I really like John Mulaney, because he's got the whole, like, the way he sounds gimmick. He sounds like John Mulaney, you know what I mean? I was pressing Y, which is my iron boots button. Come on. Give me some of that. Yeah! Bye-bye. Okay, now I get to go up here. I'm pretty sure there's a wolf up here, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken. There's a wolf up here. This sucks. I'm gonna have to, like, watch for rolling Goron's hip. Hey, buddy. Bye. This sucks that they won't be able to, like, come up here and tell people, like, oh, hey, there's, like, a human, he's just been, like, throwing us? I do not know what to do about it. What was up with his like, grundle area there? He's wearing, like, a diaper or something. Or is that, like, a loincloth? Like, what was up with that? Yeah. How, Sway? What? Iron boots. They're just made of iron. I doubt they make me that much heavier, you know what I mean? Wish I had a bow, wish I had a bow, wish I had a bow. Sucks not having a bow. Bows are awesome. Bows are awesome weapons. In Zelda, bows are like the most essential side piece, you know? Most essential little weapon or item that you get, I would say. It's the one you use the most after you get it. Definitely, it's the bow. Okay, you guys can do your thing. But how do I do it again? I forget how I make them help me up. Boy, you. Do I just bop them one fierce to the face? Oh, homie. Oh, won't you let me climb you, brother? Big old rock. Right in the middle. Oh, cool. That just moved me. That was awesome. Boy. Cool. Like how I just have to fight my way in. Oh, I see what's going on. It's like those thingamabobbers. Guy. It's like those tingies in the Wind Waker where you gotta like jump off of them and all that. That was a weird part in the Wind Waker. No, it wasn't. It wasn't weird. The Wind Waker was a pretty strange game in general. But like that part wasn't weird. That part made sense. It was fun. Wind Waker isn't really that weird. I don't think weird is a good way to describe it, you know. Yeah. Oh, hey, this one went way over. That was unintentional. Alright, yeah. Thank you guys. You all have a very nice day. And I'll see you next time. Bye!